It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February there. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Leading them out, still one of the most recognizable QBs in the game and one of the most fun QBs in his 5th season. It's Gardner Minshew.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
He's on his way. Kareem Hunt, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kareem Hunt, that's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. McCarthy over the middle and complete to Addison. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A drive there of just 4 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all of this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Minshew gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. The Raiders at 11-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open group fell.
That good for 19 and a first down. They run again with Hunt. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Jacoby Myers. A 20-yard touchdown, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, they had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. Few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Looking to throw on second down. McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now it's Peterson. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Minshew throw complete there to Thomas. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Past the 20. Powering his way forward. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kareem Hunt with career touchdown number 70. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Carlson on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
On the return is Peterson. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the counter, Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Minshew sets to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Boy, 203 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Here's Minshew. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it as we resume action. On is the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarvion Overshown brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. To throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guy. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. A carry here for Hunt. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Minshew's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll get this up past before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him the 3rd down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year.